How you doing, everybody? I am Jay Enterprise, and I'm about to try for the very first time the infamous McRib from McDonald's. That's right, perhaps the most well-known, the most famous limited time only menu item in the history of McDonald's. It is back. It has been on and off the menu since 1981, and believe it or not, I have never tried it. I've never even had the desire to try it. Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, when it comes to McDonald's, most fast food, I always stick with my favorites. For me, when I go to McDonald's, it's all about the Big Macs. It's all about the McChickens. Every now and then I'll get a quarter pounder with cheese. And actually, I really like the quarter pounder deluxe. They're really good too. I like the breakfast menu items, the McGriddles, the Egg McMuffins, a classic, can't go wrong. But I have never tried the McRib. Like I said, I always stick with my favorites. Most of the time, it's a Big Mac, McChicken. I'll be honest, it's several Big Macs and several McChickens. But never had the McRib. But I figured now that I'm trying to think of more content to put on this channel, now is the perfect time. Now more than ever is the perfect time to try the McRib for the very first time. So without further ado, let's do it up. Oh, it gets the box treatment. Look at that. And a little onion here. Here we go. And open her up. So it's an unboxing and eating video. You get two in one. So there it is. The McRib doesn't look too fancy. I mean, it's just a pork slab, I guess, pork blob. I don't know. Just a boneless pork patty. I don't know what you call it. It's pork with onions, pickles on a bun. Very basic. Not a lot of frills. But let's see if it provides the thrills. I mean, they keep bringing it back. It's been 30 years now, or 40 years. What was 1981? Is that 40 years ago now? Crazy. I'm losing track of time here. When I think of 30 years or 20 years, I think of like the 60s and 70s. Anyway, so I'm sure all of my fellow millennials experience the same problems every day. Anyway, let's get to the food, all right? Like I said, there's gotta be a reason they keep bringing this back. There's gotta be a reason why this is such a popular menu item every time McDonald's brings it back. Let's check it out. There it is. Like I said, very, very simple, very basic, and a good thing we're not judging this by looks. You know, this is not an aesthetic rating. You know, we're not judging this by how appetizing it looks, which really you shouldn't do for any fast food menu item. But here we go. My very first McRib experience in just a few seconds. Bon appetit. All right. First impression, it's okay. The pickles definitely add to it. I mean, I'm not a huge pork fan. Don't get me wrong, I love my bacon, but like pork in its non-fried form, I guess, it's okay. I don't hate it. Like, I'll always pick beef, chicken, lamb, you know, turkey. I'll usually pick that over pork, especially when it comes to sandwiches. When it comes to sandwiches, I like my cold cuts, you know, my beef, chicken, turkey, cold cut, you know. But it's okay. It's probably the reason why I haven't gotten it. You know, like I said, I never had the desire to have a McRib. Probably because of the pork. You know, if I'm gonna go to McDonald's, like I said, I'm getting a Big Mac, you know, or a quarter pounder or McChicken, you know, beef and chicken. You know, the classic burger or a nice chicken sandwich. Don't really have the hankering for pork sandwiches, you know. Only pulled pork. Actually, I do like pulled pork. Really like pulled pork, especially if you go to a really good barbecue place. But this obviously is not a pulled pork sandwich. Not a lot of flavor to the barbecue sauce. I mean, I may look a little disappointed, but to be honest with you, I'm not disappointed because I really didn't have any expectations. This was done more out of curiosity, if anything else. Doesn't suck, does not suck, but it doesn't blow me away. The onions and the pickles are definitely the best part for me. I think another thing that deterred me from the McRib all these years is, like I said when I unboxed it, it really doesn't look that appealing. Even in the pictures, you know, even in the commercials and the pictures on the website, you know, where they really dress up the food to make it look enticing, you know. The food we see on the McDonald's website looks nothing like the actual food we get from the restaurants because, you know, it's marketing, you know. They want to tempt us with their beautiful looking pictures. But even in those edited, doctored, you know, food model pictures on the McDonald's website, even those pictures didn't really like jump out at me. I never saw, you know, a picture of a McRib and be like, oh, that looks really good. I have to try that. And I mean, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, 100%. If it wasn't for my YouTube channel, if I wasn't constantly, excuse me, if I wasn't constantly looking for new ideas for videos, if I wasn't constantly looking for new content ideas, I probably would never have tried the McRib, at least not anytime soon, that's for sure. Got a big onion slice here in the box. I love onions, so I'll eat these straight up. But yeah, if it wasn't for my desire to keep continuously putting content on my channel, I probably would not have tried the McRib anytime soon. Was I drooling or something? Or water. Last bite here, which is a little bit of everything. Got a little bit of pickle left. A little bit of onion, pork slab, the bun. The bun's good though. The bun's nice and fresh. It's not stale. You know, every now and then you get a Big Mac, and the bun just feels like weightless, just airy, and just kind of crusty and dry. You know, stale. You know. All right, that was it. Let me chew and swallow first. There we go. All right, now it's officially down. That was my very first McRib. It was okay. Like I said, I wasn't disappointed because I didn't have any expectations. I never really, you know, I didn't have the desire previously to try this, and I wanted to, you know, put this video out. Just figured it'd be something fun to do. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. I'm not sure I would get it again. And that's, you know, I feel like I've been kind of talking down to the McRib this whole video, but I mean, like I said, it wasn't bad. But compared to the other options on the McDonald's menu, you know, I'm going to go with that, you know, all the time. Especially when I love Big Macs. I love Big Macs, love McChickens, and every now and then I get a real craving for a quarter pounder with cheese. So I would get those above this every time. So, more than there we go. So more than likely I will not get a McRib again during this particular stretch, this limited time only. And whenever it comes back on the McDonald's menu, maybe I'll try it again, maybe I won't. But I certainly won't be craving a McRib like I crave some of the other items on the McDonald's menu. So with that being said, that was my first ever McRib experience, my reaction, my review, whatever you want to call it. Let me know down below in the comments. I want to hear from you, the true McRib lovers, down below. Tell me if I'm wrong. You know, what do you love about the McRib? I'm sure there are a lot of people anticipating the McRib to be back on the menu. And it's here, and they're probably really excited. But so, you know, more power to you. If you're happy, if you're excited, then who am I to rain on your parade? So let me know down below what you think of the McRib, what your favorite. I've been, like I said, I've mentioned many times what my favorite items are, but let me know. I want to know. I'm very curious to hear your favorite McDonald's items and just favorite fast food items in general. And if you're entertained by this video, please show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Stay safe, stay healthy. Crazy times. 2020 is almost over, thank God. Do what you have to do to enjoy the rest of the year if you can. Have a McRib if that's your thing. Take care.